Okay, joined by Niall Ó Ceallacháin, the Fianna manager here at Parnell Park. After his sides go ahead, Dublin Senior 1 hurling semi-final win over Cuala, 218 to 17 points, the final score here. Neil, really brilliant game of hurling. What did you make of it?
Yeah, no, we're delighted, Derek. We're delighted, first of all, to win. We're back in the final where we want to be. We're delighted to have beaten Cuala. They're a team that have obviously been for the last 6, 7, 8 years have been the real standard bearers for all senior clubs in Dublin for the last 6, 7 years, and they're absolute warriors. So we're just very pleased to have won the game.
I guess it's all about that first half performance, really. You were 212 to 8 points up at half time. Going in at half-time 10 points up against Cuala. I know you more than anybody knew that Cuala would come out and have a purple patch, which they did in that third quarter, but that first half performance really was the basis of your win.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was, and obviously we were very pleased at half-time to be that 9 or 10 points up. It's fairly simple, a couple of things there. One is in any game, like the goal or two we got are just absolutely huge, and it put a gloss probably on that scoreline at half time. So they were really huge. As you say, we also were in no doubt, and we had a good chat at half time about that, Derek, because we knew well that we were going to get everything just thrown at us in that first 15 minutes of the second half, which absolutely happened, and we expected no less, and it absolutely happened. So we were pleased to, I suppose, stand up to that, and we managed it out in the end.
Yeah, you must be delighted with the fact that you were able to stand up to that challenge, knowing again what Cuala were going to bring in that third quarter, the experience that they have. They're a team that don't panic, and you're able to stand up to that and obviously see the game out fairly comfortably in the end, I guess.
Yeah,
comfortably.
Probably the word comfortable probably wouldn't come to mind in the last 7, 8, 9 minutes, but I know exactly what you're saying. We were pleased with that. We've been doing a lot of work on our management of games and closing games out. As you say, we knew that Cuala, they know how to win a game. They know how to win a game, and we knew that they would do the right things at the right times in that period, which they did. They got us back. I don't know what they got us back to, but we certainly felt under threat there with 14, 15 minutes left, and just very pleased that the lads, they got back to what they know that we do, and it served us well in the end.
It's been a difficult year for yourselves this year in terms of injuries and guys are away and stuff. You've been kind of struggling maybe during the group stages to get performances together. You got out of the group, you got through the quarter-final, now you're into another county final. So you seem to be kind of performing well as the championship goes on.
Yeah, we're improving week on week. I mean, we talked about that again there. We are improving week on week. We had a couple of injuries, but there's other lads who were there and who played our group games, who made a huge impression in that as well. So I suppose I wouldn't overstate the injuries. We had subs who went in again there now today who made a huge impression. There's lads who aren't even in the 26th there, who have put a huge amount of work in all year and in those group games. So yeah, I feel like we are building. We have a good bit of momentum. We've improved week on week for the last few weeks, but we know well that there's another level or two that we need to go in a fortnight's time, and that's what we will be driving at for the next week or two.
Yeah, and finally, it is Chemical Crokes in the final. A team you know very, very well, obviously. What can you expect from them in 2 weeks' time? I guess the preparation starts now, but what can you expect from them in 2 weeks' time?
Yeah, I mean they're an excellent team. We absolutely learned that last year, so they beat us last year. It's the same final again, as it was last year, and they won the game and deserved to win the game. They're champions. They know how to win. I thought they were very impressive yesterday. Once they got a hold of things after 7 or 8, 9 minutes, they were extremely strong for the rest of the game, and I thought they won the game comfortably in the end. So I think we'll be underdogs. I think they'll be extremely confident going in, but we'll do what we can.